Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're going to do a couple of replays. Oh, get off my screen, get off my screen, get off my screen. Oh, God. I wasn't looking at the screen. You can tell I wasn't looking at the screen because Jackass was there. First, I want to say something that's going to sound like tooting my own horn, but it's not. It's more like how much I hate AI-generated crap and scams in general. There's a very, very common trick when it comes to a scam, okay? It's to be generic. This game has wonderful level design. It engages the player at every level of interaction. The player constantly feels like they're in control of things, and there's no problems with any kind of bugs or iterations throughout. The entire time, we have a fun experience from back to front. Right? I didn't say anything just now. Nothing that I just said has any tangibility to it. I was reminded of this recently because a friend of mine actually got a scam call saying, "Hey, we want to sell your art on like some scam thing." And the specific reason they were giving, I actually agree with that more a little bit. Give me a second. The specific reason they were giving was like that. Like it was all very generic stuff about how your art pushes the mind and expands the consciousness and blah, blah. Nothing actually tangible to any of the art pieces in question. Now, I haven't always been very good about this, and I apologize for that. But one of the things you'll notice, I type up a lot of notes nowadays, and I have been doing this for over a year now at this point, in the review documents, because I want to actually point to specific things that I think that work. In other words, I actually am reviewing the thing. So you can tell, don't worry, I'm not an AI. I can prove it because I'm actually citing sources and specifics. Which brings me to this level in question. I was thinking about my comment earlier about how I didn't really care for this stage, and we're still going to do another playthrough. But I feel like I can put some specifics into this. Sight is a huge majority. Sight and disguises are a huge majority of how you avoid in this game, right? Sound barely applies. It's there, but it's just kind of an extra side thing. And we also know that there's a lot of stuff you can do with verticality. I've actually shown this off several times. So these bungalows, the fact that underneath the bungalow is not a trespassing area, but the hut itself is, actually works really well because it means you could slip through a hut, do something either quickly or clandestinely, and you have an escape vector right there because the moment you leave the hut and or go under the thing, you're safe. Furthermore, because it's the line of sight thing, being under the hut actually helps you to just stay hidden. I showed that off when I was first starting off this map. Now, I like that. You might say it's a bit cheap, and okay, valid, but it's helpful when you're trying to infiltrate a very small room, or technically 2 rooms, excuse me, that has like 6 people in it, right? Slip in, do what you're there to do, slip right back out. That's a specific thing that I like about the resort area. Now let's go look at the area I didn't like, which is the villa, which has nothing that I just described. Like, I'm not even going to comment on the burger thing. There were a few individual distractions and gaps in patrol routes. Like there's, for example, when you're going alongside the pool, the one guy's doing the pool and he's facing this way. The other woman's eyes are closed. That guy's facing out to the thing. And there's one dude who patrols over and then looks this way. So if you were to paint the terrain, you could see a column of unavoidable things that you can just go straight through there. That's fine. But that's it. That's about as interesting as that got, because the moment you get down below, there's just too much cover. As weird as that sounds, right? There's entirely too much cover, and there's entirely too much you can do to just kind of not really engage with the level. Like, there was that moment, you remember when I realized I could just take out the security thing right now from here with no effort. I didn't feel like I earned that at all. I was just like, oh, it's right there. And it's out in the open in a nice big room with like an entire hallway, or not hallway, an entire upper area over here, an entire upper area over here, both of which you can get behind, both of which have cover, which you can just shoot it. I know this sounds like I'm saying it's too easy, and that's not the direction I'm going in. What I'm trying to say is that it feels too not. It feels like there's just not design to it, right? Think about how many other levels have had a patroller who happens to patrol by or near a place where you can dump them, right? Or think about a section of a level where, you know, there's this one person who roams over and is right next to a second person, and they're kind of offset from each other, so they get a little bit more offset over time until they're kind of synced, and then they get more offset again in the other direction, right? And the whole time there happens to be a brick nearby, or some other kind of non-lethal thing that you can throw, or, you know, maybe there's like some poison nearby, or maybe there's some food or some water nearby, right? And yeah, there's this guard. That actually irritated me. There's this guard just sitting there rubbing his shoes, so his vision cone is at you, and his back is to the wall. There is no sneaking up on this guy. He's just there doing his thing in a story locker. Now, we proved that we could go ahead and unlock the far right one, the one we actually need, without any real issue. But why is that guy there? He doesn't even really add to the challenge of the room, right? He's just there. The only thing he gets in the way of is the banana. You get my overall point. It feels like there aren't enough tools, and there's too much stuff that prevents you from engaging with the mechanics of the game when it comes to the villa and to the lab, right? Specific reasons why I think that section isn't great. In fact, I'm kind of talking myself into a negative, probably just one like aggregate negative, but I feel like the villa really isn't that well designed. Now, I'm not going to commit to that yet. I'm going to jot that down really quick while I'm thinking about it. Question mark. There we go. Absolutely Portal. And by Portal, I mean Mortal, because your name isn't Portal. I was looking at the word Peer right up here, and the word Mortal at the same time. So now you are Portal 5075. I hope that's okay for you, because that's your life now. All right, so let's go ahead and put some emetic pills there. And let's poke around a bit and see if I can change my mind. I don't think I'm going to, but we'll see.
Welcome to the Maldives. 47.
Again, I don't want to say like this level is terrible. Trust me. Trust me. I've reviewed terrible games with terrible levels. Oh, it reset my other options too. God damn it. Hang on. It just reset a lot of me there for some reason. Let's see. We're gonna go with the best suit. That's true. Offshore Twitch account. That is entirely possible. And we'll go ahead and put the pills over here. Okay, play. Words. Hey, Zach Taft. I hope your day's going well. Yep, this is how I relax. With my camera over here for some reason. What is this camera? Oh, there we go. There we go. That is sharp. I actually do have, you know, white with black with white, but I don't feel like changing right now, so put it on. Okay, so what haven't we done? Very little, actually. Deep breath and a water horse. Let's do water horse. I mean, let's do both of them. There's only 2 left. Screw it. Let's just do both of them.
Mr. Reaper, nice to finally put a face to the name.
I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Haven.
If you need anything at any time.
I did not enjoy that as much as I was hoping I would, disposable puppets.
Two targets remaining. Good work, 47. Ludmila Vetrova has been...
I can just do that. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I find that very funny. I apologize. So one of the things I've actually talked about this before, and I have praised. Okay, we'll do deep breath first then. I have praised this very game for exactly this thing. Hey, the camera's not buggy this time. I never actually read the Artemis Fowl stuff. Sorry, Spartan. One of the things I don't care for personally in game design is something that I call too sandboxy. You probably know what I mean by that. When things are so sandboxy,
Mr. Reaper, is it not?
madam,
Welcome
still not having sex with you. It's so sandboxy that it actually kind of detracts from my enjoyment. If there's too little guidance, if there's too little options, if there's too little flow, if there's too little anything, then I just kind of feel like, why am I playing this? Like, it de-invests me almost immediately. I don't really have a better way to explain that. Okay. Okay. Nope, I can work with this. There are actually quite a few games that otherwise would probably really work for me, except they have a near total lack of any kind of guidance or signposting. So it's just, here you go, have fun, and I'm like, Now, I know this is a me thing. I do. But I also know that most of the time when people insult me over this opinion, they try to say that I just prefer having my handheld. And those people are morons. Who probably need therapy for all of the terrible things their parents did to them when they were children. Because what I actually like is good game design. Now, good game design can involve one or the other, but there's a place in the middle that I really like. This game usually does very well. It's what I call guidance. Also flow, but guidance is the big thing. If you're... Let me try to think of a really specific example. If you're in a giant cityscape and the camera... You know what? I'll use GTA 5. Let's say you've been dropped off in the middle of this massive city, and a cutscene has just ended, a mission has just ended, right? So, as the mission's ending, as you're walking away and control is being re-given back to the player, the camera pans behind you, but the direction they made the character walk in happens to be pointing towards two things. One is your ride, which happens to be right there, but the other is looking over a fence where you can see a person over there who clearly has some kind of thing to say to you. I think there's actually a mission marker. And it's like, oh, well, there's a thing over there. Now, you don't have to go over there. Nothing in the game is forcing you to go over and do that mission. It's a little side thing. It's to start up the tow truck stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But that's what guidance can be. Just making sure the camera is facing the right way. Or making sure that the flow of the level inclines itself. Metroid is very, very good at guiding without being hand-holdy. You enter a zone and you can explore almost the entire zone, but there's just this one area you can't quite get to, and it's up over to the left. And if you go down to the right, you go past a door, and that door doesn't close behind you. You can still go back through it until you fall down a little step. And because of the fact that you've fallen down, you're locked in now. Well, obviously, because of the nature of how this level is doing, which is, just follow my hand here for a second, down, right, down, the player is automatically inclined to keep going down because the whole level has been going down. It's been pushing you down. And if you keep going down, you find yourself going towards the area, which eventually leads to Norfair, even further down, by the way. And once you go to Norfair, you get the boots, and now you can actually start backtracking because now your accessibility has changed thanks to the new kit you just got. Stuff like that. That's guidance. And I'm sorry for going down the rabbit hole on this, but Hitman, these three Hitman games are very good about guidance for the most part. Again, in all three things, we've got mission markers, we've got flow of the level itself, we've got placement of items, we've got interactions, we've got random people talking throughout the stage, right? All of that informs what's happening and where it's happening and why it's happening. Now, I actually played the other mission I can't even think of the name of, the one that started this whole discussion, Ambrose Island, 3 times. I did it twice on camera, once off camera. And I feel like they just missed that extremely key step. Now, obviously, the mission stories are off, so duh. But as has been pointed out several times, and as my walkthrough pointed out, there are mission stories, or functionally mission stories there. They're just not really properly sent to, at least in my opinion. Roaming and trying to follow the natural flow of the level doesn't work as well as it should. There's a lot of things... There's a lot of disconnect in how you can get from point A to point B, and so if you end up just roaming, what you'll usually end up doing is walking into a freaking dead end. And worse, because you've happened to roam past something, which triggered some NPCs nearby, you just missed your opportunity to actually go and grab a disguise in order to progress behind a trespassing line. Stuff like that, right? Again, getting into specifics. And so, forgive me for the extremely lengthy answer here, Disposable Puppet, but I was not a fan of Ambrose Island, and going back through it the 3rd time off camera during my lunch break, because of course I worked during my lunch break, wasn't great. I was not a big fan of the place. I'm actually sincerely debating actually tacking on a negative for that level, just because of how not well designed it is, I think is the way I want to put that.
You're never gonna guess where I am. Kid, I'm here now. It's amazing. He's apparently got to do his doctor thing here, meet up with some patient called Tyson Williams
Luke.
over at this big villa on the other end of the island. Other end of the island. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's so nice here.
What is
Tyson
this?
Williams has summoned a doctor to the island. He must be feeling under the weather. You have some experience with pain relief, 47. Maybe you could be of assistance?
That's why I'm debating if it's a negative offshore Twitch account, because it feels like a level which you're supposed to just roam through over and over and over and over and over again to really learn and understand what goes where and how and why. And I just have no interest in that. Now we're gonna pop a save here. No, Loke. The one I'm talking about is the Ross Island, who hopefully is gonna start having a better week, right, Ross? Right. I don't think I actually have any saves over there. Yeah, I don't. Here, hey Ross. This is for you, just to make you feel better right here.
If that sounds interesting, well, then we should set up a proper meeting next week. Talk more about those 7 figures of yours, okay?
Sure.
Excellent. A pleasure, Mr. Reaper.
And yes, I kept a save here so I could kill this guy over and over again. This guy, unfortunately, I need to redo this save. Because this asshole... Here, you know what?
I'd like a private meeting, please.
Oh, all right. Are you a client?
I'm looking to become a customer. I have a substantial private savings I'd like to deposit with your bank.
Wonderful. How substantial?
7 figures.
I've only seen him this proactive once before.
Excellent.
You know when we had that bomb
Yes,
test?
let's just find a nice
He also
private
ran
area
the
then. Follow me,
investigation
please.
upstairs.
I didn't
No,
catch your
that's
name,
Fabian
Mr.
Man. Although I'm
Reaper.
guessing Fred's being
So,
around
what do you
much,
do for a
it's
living,
related
Mr.
to that
Reaper?
president.
I'm in the retirement
I don't know
industry.
what they're working
Ah,
on.
then
Well,
we're in
I
a
guess
very
if we need
similar
him, we
business.
just break
Have these
one of the
past few
cameras
years
and
been as
come
profitable
running.
for you as they have for us?
Very.
Excellent. Director Savalas has taken us to record profits. All it took was a creative approach to the elimination of, let's say, unwanted elements.
This asshole. This asshole. Here, let's grab the save here.
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it? So,
So, Rama just said, what did he ever do to me? I present to you Exhibit A.
you wanted to open a savings account, Mr. Reaper?
Yes.
Smart move. People have started filling their mattresses with cash, blaming the banks for the host of financial woes in the world, but let me be blunt. These people are the reason the world is slipping.
Really?
I say we stop taxing the wealthy and allow them to put the money back into society rather than into the state coffers. Watch how that creates jobs for everyone. If people don't put money in the bank, we can't invest and generate revenues for us all. That's practically robbery.
Interesting.
That's why people of your pedigree are valued customers here at Milton Fitzpatrick. We're on the lookout for quality clientele, not the run-of-the-mill folks who just want to borrow money to save their small businesses. If that sounds interesting, well, then we should set up a proper meeting next week. Talk more about those 7 figures of yours, okay?
Sure.
Excellent. A pleasure, Mr. Reaper.
Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. I'm going to leave this save here. This is just a permanent save now. Anytime I'm feeling bad, I'm just going to load this save and murder this man. In fact, hang on. Let's just...
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just
What else do I have on me? I don't have much.
activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it?
Wait!
I wanted him to see it. I wanted him to see it. And yeah, you knew they knew what they were doing. You knew they knew it because they put a letter opener right there. Then they had this asshole, hi Zeiss, asshole talk about making money off of the backs of people. Thank you very much for this sub, Zeiss, as always. Please don't kill me. I'll put that towards Cyberpunk, Horizon Forbidden West, and FF7R2. You got it. Yeah, one more for the road.
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it? Huh? Oh. Oh no, man, don't do it. You got the wrong person here.
Any other pleading you want to do here? Anything? Anything? All right.
God damn.
It's like it's cleaning, you know, it's cleansing. I just feel so much more at balance with the world. Yeah, it's cathartic, right? It's just and just to make sure.
Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the sun, drinking mimosas until I pass out. And, you know, spend the time making sure he forgets all about that soon-to-be ex-wife of his. Oh, you bet I am. Over the next 2 days, I plan on going from his secretary to Mrs. Dr. Singh. All right, darling. Bye.
Okay. We have a term for people like you, ma'am. The Haven cutscene. Let me rejigger my thoughts here. Oh, it's Ian. Yeah, a golden one-piece swimsuit. Jesus. Also, her voice mismatches her appearance, but that's not here. Okay, so we got her and... She's staring at a mirror, too. Yeah, I noticed that, Mortal. Oh, Jesus. I hope we've got something for the road, Ross. I recommend watching me stream. Or listening to me stream.
Dust? Didn't they clean this place at all?
Whoa. Hey! Hey, stop it. Stop.
You got it. The problem is the person underneath. Wow, that's a really great way to put that. Here you go. Enjoy your tryst with the hotel staff. I'm sure your secretary will enjoy that. Listen, Judo Joker. Alright, so... the cutscene. I think the biggest and most obvious thing the cutscene does wrong is it's trying too hard to be a dun-dun-dun to be continued. And that's harder to pull off than you'd think. Proper dun-dun-duns, proper to be continues are very valuable and powerful moments for a good reason. Because it's like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? I'm going to have to wait for the next release, right? And I'm sure everyone in chat right now can think of at least one thing where there was a to be continued, where you were just like, oh my god, I have to wait 3 months for this? Or whatever, right? Because you really wanted to see what happens next. Yeah, Mr. Worf, fire, is one of the archetypal examples. But there's several. There's several examples of this. In movies, in games, in shows. Hell, in comic books, or books in general for that matter. So, I feel they were going for that moment and had absolutely no idea how to pull it off. Because, yeah, first of all, they definitely just kind of shoved that in there for the drama's sake. I agree with that. offshoot. Oh God, Mankind Divided. That was such a tragedy. Yeah, and that's actually a good point. Sometimes this stuff never gets followed through on. Thank you, Mankind Divided, for that immediate example of that. That kind of an effort, that kind of a moment, takes a lot more care and craft in your setup in order for the payoff to actually land. Hi, Darkstar. And yeah, oh God, Infinity War. Oh Jesus, Ross. That's yeah. That's true. That is a way you could do that, Judo Joker. One moment. I'm just curious of something. Looks like she actually recognizes that I'm not him. I guess that makes sense, since, you know, she's banging this guy. Well, enjoy the sun, lady. Enjoy drinking mimosas until you pass out. Her words, not mine. Yep. Mankind Divided 2 will definitely come out and be at the same level of quality as Mankind Divided 1. The only way I could see... Oh my God. That crocodile's name is Ruby Root. The only way I could see any kind of hint or push towards Grey being bad would be if they were going for the everything was a lie and nothing is as it seems kind of an angle. The X-Files approach. There are two major problems with that. First, there's a reason that didn't work for The X-Files. Is because at a certain point it gets too silly. Let me try to explain that a little bit. Well, imagine for a moment I'm walking this way and then I just fall through the floor. No, there's no trapdoor there. I just fall through the floor. And someone's like, how did that happen? And I say, well, obviously, you were presuming too much that the floor exists. You have to presume at all times that the floor is not a floor. Now, I know that's a really weird analogy, but narratively, that is what X-Files started going down. We get here?
Listen here, pal. I'm sorry.
Cool.
You're not getting through.
It's like an Eisen quote. I mean, that was kind of his shtick. Anyways, it becomes ridiculous. At a certain point, if you cannot trust what anybody says at any level, then what everybody's saying is nothing. You can replace everyone with the Charlie Brown thing. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. And that's it. And that would be the exact same narrative impact as if they were actually saying stuff. So, no investment, no payoff, no context, no nothing. Now, I'm not saying this is that bad, but what I'm trying to explain is it feels like they were going for that vibe, and I'm trying to explain why that vibe is a bad idea to go with to begin with. So that's problem number one. Problem number two here is that we've actually gotten a fairly large amount of characterization for Grey throughout the whole work, honestly. Oh, I'm not even wanted here. Whoops. So, Grey, yeah, Grey's not exactly being portrayed as a good guy, but he has done a lot, repeatedly, when no one else has been watching. So, I've referred to this concept before. It's called narrative cheating. It's when something happens purely for our sake, for the audience's sake, that they shouldn't say or do or portray, that is designed to trick us, the audience. Now, if Grey was actually going to betray us here, that would be a narrative cheat. Because many cutscenes, especially in Hitman 1, we saw Grey where there was no one else around, or no one else that he actually had anyone to disguise himself with or lie about to. So we've seen him as en natural as we possibly could. If he was lying to the heir, or to Olivia, or to the person he was about to kill in those cutscenes, then the person he's really lying to was us, narrative cheating. By contrast, I think what they've done is a pretty good job of characterizing Grey as this person who really is a completely broken individual who has exactly one thing left in his life and is determined to make that happen at all costs. Yeah, let's just pan on this Chekhov's gun here. I don't buy for a millisecond that Grey has actually sold us out, unless he actually has, in which case, that's even worse, arguably, because that's just straight up character assassination. So the trust no one thing doesn't work. The Gray betraying us thing flies in the face of everything they've established for a game and a half. Actually, no, I'm sorry. For 2 games, because that's the end of the Hitman 2 cutscene. So that's 2 full games of establishment, and all of a sudden, no. Yeah, what if anybody who followed any of my television stuff, Rumination or Streamination, knows one of the single biggest things that'll make me ding your work, ding your episode, is character assassination. I hate that crap.
Access to the villa, so it must be somebody working with us.
Nothing yet. I've told the others this is a top priority, sir.
Well, damn it. Review the tape, find the
Ugh, poor Pinkie Pie. I know that sounds like a strange statement, but it's true. You know what was so vindicating for me, Ross, was seeing the series Bible on MLP and seeing a big thing that says Pinkie Pie is not stupid or random. Yeah, oh god, don't even get me started on that image.
I'm the doctor.
Yes, well, I guessed as much. Follow me to Mr. Williams's room, please, and don't touch anything. We're cleaning the house today.
Wow, he has terrible... Why does everyone have terrible taste in art in this place? God. Well, something we talked about during MLP von Falkenstein was how often, like Pinkie was well written versus badly written,
I hope you can
and the
offer
ratio
that
of the
for
two.
assistance.
Wait here, Doctor. I'm sure Mr. Williams will be along shortly.
True, Portal. So here's what I'm feeling off your Twitch account. Obviously, I haven't seen the Hitman 3 stuff, but based on what I'm hearing, the cutscene itself is bad. Let's just start with that, right? I stand firm in that negative we've already given it. If Hitman 3 then completely throws that under the bus and out the window, then that actually forms its own separate negative, I think, because at that point, it's a form of internal continuity, right? It's a form of... course correcting is good, and I'm in favor of that, but that's still a problem, right? I'll just... All right, Ross, what's your seminal MLP? I actually have an answer for that myself. Hi, Act. Yep, we did it. We found some negatives. Took a minute. Also, avert your eyes. This guy's really gross. How am I missing post? Ooh, no, that is a good one, Ross.
Sup?
Wait, you're not Dr. Singh. Who the hell are you?
Dr. Singh is tired. Long night. He asked me to fill in.
I knew I shouldn't have allowed him to bring that mistress of his here. I'm running a bad fever here, Doc. Burning up. I can't go outside. I can hardly stay inside. It started about 10 days ago. Singh gave me those pills over there, but they aren't helping. They just give me a migraine. I think I need something stronger here, Doc.
Remove your robe, please. I want to check your breathing.
Oh, geez. Please don't do this game. Don't do this game. I don't want to see this game. Oh, God. Avert your eyes. Oh, God. There we go. We'll cover him with ourselves. Oh, nope. We can't do that either. All right, whatever.
So, you're running a fever, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, like I said, more than a week now, but the worst thing is the headache. Bad migraine, Doc. The light therapy doesn't help me a lot. What can you do for me?
Let's have a quick look at you before we do anything drastic, Mr. Williams.
Fine, fine.
Cough, please.
Look, tell it to me straight, Doc. Is it bad? I got some very serious business to attend to, and I really don't have time for this shit.
We'll be done soon. Turn around for me.
Oh, hell! Can't you do anything to strangle this cough, Doc?
I have a few ideas, Mr. Williams.
But the butler's right there. Why hasn't the butler moved? Hang on.
All right, what's the verdict, Doc?
Why hasn't the butler moved? Okay, whatever.
Tyson Williams.
That's just weird. Yeah, hang on. Let's rewind to here. Hey, the butler's just like, hi. How are you?
Excellent, 47. I hope you can offer the man some
Please wait here,
assistance.
Doctor.
Of course. Don't I have... Oh, no, I didn't get the poison. Is there poison here? Probably isn't. Yeah, I didn't get the poison. I should have brought the poison. I could have poisoned him to death. Oh, well. Yeah. Good evening, Doctor. Yeah, how did the Constant escape? Okay, first of all, he just gets out. And I know that being handcuffed to a chair isn't, like, super concrete, but it's harder to escape from that than it sounds. Second of all, why weren't they watching him? Like, they should have had a camera pointed at him 24/7. And you mentioned that earlier, Emmett, or someone else mentioned that earlier, that he bribed the crew, which makes even less sense. Like, all right, we will follow Gray to the ends of the earth to bring down the Providence. Oh, you're giving me money? Oh, well, that changes everything.
You're not Dr. Singh. Who the hell are you?
Dr. Singh is tired. Long night. He asked me to fill in.
I knew I shouldn't have allowed him to bring that mistress of his here.
I love the idea offshore Twitch account. Even the idea, I mean, the Constant has been one of the most interesting characters in the whole work so far. Like he's the kind of guy you almost want to root for, right? Middle class, working guy, capable, intelligent, competent, driven, and he is so in contrast to the bloated, feculent corpse that is the old families that run Providence itself. The old, inbred, hick hillbilly, money-driven, drowning in their own pus garbage bags that are so incompetent that they actually are causing damage to their own organization as they go through it. And then there's that guy who does their bidding at their whim and will. We've seen this archetype before, right? And of course I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but you know what I mean? Like there's the evil, like I'm stupid and dumb mob leader, and then there's his top henchman who's actually the villain of the work, right? I mean, the Last Action Hero made fun of that, for God's sakes. So I love that idea. I love that concept of the Constant being the real threat, the real villain here. The actual reason why Providence manages anything. And then, you know, anyways.
Fever here, Doc. Burning up. I can't go outside. I can hardly stay inside. It started about 10 days.
Uncharted one, that's a good
Singh
example.
gave me those pills over there, but they aren't helping. They just give me a migraine. I think I need something stronger here, Doc.
Remove your robe, please. I want to check your breathing.
Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my poison, so I won't be killing you that way. I will give you privacy. Yeah, someone needs to actually run the... I admit this is very biased of me, but I like a good, boring villain. And boring in this context means competent. Someone who knows what they're doing. Someone who is capable. Someone who is actually going to get crap done. And that is, by everything I've seen so far, the Constant. The old families? Yeah, so... like, one of our premier people who has been in charge of the organization for years, yeah, he was totally our traitor. So, you, his successor, we're going to force you to inject yourself with a pill that can kill you at a moment's notice. I'm going to give it to these two twit heads who were born into privilege. who haven't earned a jack thing. Oh my god. Thank you, 040, very much. Always appreciate you, and I will jot that down. If you give me a second to get up here. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it, Baron? Dragon Age 4, Elder Scrolls 6, and Cyberpunk. Yeah, I feel like it would be more engaging if Diana more or less deliberately, excuse me, let the Constant go by essentially saying, you go take over Providence, because we all agree that those people are bad for all of us, and you help me push up ICA, right? Or knock down ICA. It would fill in with her overall idea, too, of no one's untouchable. Because, yeah, both of them feel like believers in a cause that their organizations don't quite adhere to.
So, you're running a fever, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, like I said, more than a week now, but the worst thing is the headache. Bad migraine, Doc. The light therapy doesn't help me a lot. What can you do for me?
You're not taking your medicine?
The pills give me headaches. I have important work to do.
Okay.
Let's have a quick look at you before we do anything drastic, Mr. Williams.
Fine, fine.
Cough, please.
Not really, off show Twitch account. You're probably wondering, why? Why don't you feel bad for him? Like, isn't he such a nice person? Born to a blue-collar family in the American Midwest, Tyson Williams experiences an unreasonably unremarkable childhood flavored with the usual childhood dramas. Parents divorcing after his 10th birthday, death of a beloved pet, and loss of his virginity to his high school sweetheart who left town the day after. All in all, an unremarkable and all-American boy's life. Once out of college, he's incapable of securing a job that fits his fine arts education, but eventually finds a job in Chicago where he works as a store detective, busting shoplifters and employees lifting from the till. He quickly finds a flair for the job and gets promoted to head of security section of the department store. One night, he confronts a shoplifter in the electronics department, and the thief attacks Williams with a knife. A physically strong man, Williams has no issue subduing the thief, but seeing the knife shakes him, and he beats the man into unconsciousness. This case ends in a court case where Williams gets 5 years for aggravated assault. Prison time gains him contacts, but also breaks his mental health and completely changes his personality. Yeah, that makes sense. Out of prison, he moves to upstate New York and starts a private investigation agency under a new name. Using prison contacts, he effectively becomes an illegal bounty hunter. He hones his skip tracing skills by finding ever more skillful marks and getting deeper and deeper into the criminal world, graduating from mafia-level clients to major drug manufacturers and tracking down people in witness protection. Through his Russian mafia connections, just leave that sentence sitting there. He gets wind of a suspected con artist who's been scamming wealthy bachelors out of millions before accidentally doing the same to a major player from the Brotherhood. A lengthy investigation eventually leads him to Twitface, but when he finally catches up to her, it feels more like luck than skill on his behalf, so he decides to learn from her. The two make a deal. She teaches him everything she knows about clearing her tracks, and he doesn't hand her over to the Brotherhood. It quickly becomes apparent to Williams that the combination of their skills could vastly improve his company profile. All he needs is a world-class programmer. He finds that in Stephen Bradley, freelance programmer, who's currently living off of the money made from building a universal login tool a year earlier. Using that tool, albeit illegally, Bradley provides Williams and his company with extreme amounts of data from pretty much every social media and email account in the world. With Bradley and Vetrova at his side, Haven becomes world leaders in tracking and covering tracks of everyone in the world. Now, meanwhile, she's worse. Let's be clear. She's awful. Like, first of all, she is a con artist. So, you know. Second of all, screw her.
Look, tell it to me straight, Doc. Is it bad? I got some very serious business to attend to, and I really don't have time for this shit.
We'll be done soon. Turn around for me.
Oh, hell! Can't you do anything to strangle this cough, Doc?
Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47. 2 targets remaining.
You know, as weird as this may sound, I kind of hate Bradley the most of the three, and it's for the dumbest possible reason. And I'll admit that. Someone who is so casually willing to screw over so many people just to, you know, benefit himself on a very personal level is kind of insane to think about. Like, that's a level of lack of empathy that I have trouble even processing.
No, no, no! Oh! Okay, I have him. I got him! Damn it! I don't have visual. Where is he? Anyone got him? Hey, we got no visual. There he is! Pointing, son of a bitch! Nothing!
Damn it, Zeiss, no! I was killing in your name, Zeiss. Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I like the storm coming in. So yeah, now we see level 1 of the storm, finally. We actually didn't see this last time because we skipped it. Skipped it.
Ah, he's gone! The sneaky bastard is gone! Hey, something bad is going down.
Oh, screwdriver. Nice. Ah, gotcha, Mortal. Damn it, Rama. Is that on the list already? Could someone do me a favor and check if that if that's on the list really quick, please? It should be up to date as of yesterday. It is on the list. That means you can pick 3 things, Rama. See you around, Baron. Have a good one. Is it 2? Hang on, let me check my own website here. Nope, you're right. That actually is 1. Never mind. Ignore me, Rama. Ignore me. We'll put that under there. Thank you for the bits, Rama. And thank you, Zeiss, very, very much. I do always appreciate your support. And I have jotted that down for the same 3 as before. FF7 is getting disturbingly close to being funded. I may need to increase my estimates for that to make sure it doesn't get funded soon. Yes, yes. I feel like we got to do another 15 hours of that game. Yes, yes. Game. 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 I can't do anything. There we go. Okay. My controls weren't working. So, there's actually several reasons, Ross, but the easiest and most obvious one is it's not a Doom game. I don't know how much you know about this, but imagine if I was to review Final Fantasy Adventure and Final Fantasy, we'll say 3, right next to each other. If that doesn't explain it, I'll try to come up with another example. Doom is very much a straight-up horror game.
That's the guy right there!
Will someone help me? I'm freaking
That's not a bad example, Ross, yeah. I've heard pushback on this assertion, but only from Takoida. No offense, Takoida, it's just nobody else has mentioned the same thing. Let's do this. Like, Doom 1 and 2, we obviously have to review next to each other, and Doom 4 and 5, we obviously have to review next to each other. Those are both obvious. And then putting those two together makes sense because both of those are run and guns, so that also continues to make sense. Doom 3's over there. Now, I suppose we could do Doom 3 before Doom 1, and therefore put it into the FPS block, which would require a little bit of rejiggering, but that is an easy rejigger. We'd probably move Star Trek Resurgence up, and then... See, I don't know if Modern Warfare 2R is any good or not. I know Modern Warfare 3R is terrible.
Ah, the mysterious Mr. Reaper. Welcome to our island.
We could just play it first and roll the dice on that. So that would mean Modern Warfare 2R, then Doom 3, then Doom 1, 2, 4, and 5 in that order. And then we have a bit of recovery one way or another with the Paper Marios, because those are both good games. And then we check out the new Zelda, because by then it'll be out.
Can you believe that scene in
And then we hit the MMOs.
How is he even allowed to work here?
Well, I'm afraid it's going to be hard to fire him. He's Haven's chief software engineer and one of the owners.
He almost killed us. The boat is still out there in the water, sunk. I could have been in there, and all because he wanted to show off on that water scooter of his. What an absolute ass.
Yeah, he's not going out again, though. The scuba instructor grabbed his keys and won't give them back to him. I overheard them talking while looking at the gear.
So, Stephen Bradley likes to go on water scooters, but is unable to go out because the scuba instructor confiscated his keys. Shame. Those things are very accident-prone.
Okay.
Good. Those things are dangerous.
Yeah, I was just thinking, they're calling them water scooters, why? But then I was thinking about it myself. Jet ski is a brand, right? Like Kleenex? I mean, I've noticed they've been... Yeah, Ocean Glide. I've been noticing they've been doing a very substantial amount of work trying to avoid any kind of branding. Like, they're not even called AK-47s in this game. The Kalashnikovs, you know?
And you can never be too safe. I'll just turn this up. Wonderful. Yeah. It's all working beautifully.
Yeah, the GTA verse does a very similar thing. Just close enough to be not actually trademark infringing. And not have to pay licensing fees. A mistake Call of Duty actually made once. No, the no one is untouchable is clearly one of the biggest themes of these games in particular.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, dude, you got a sec?
Steven, I'm sort of in the middle of handling clients here. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Yeah, no kidding, Dakota. Oh, neck. I suppose we could do Doom 3 after Doom 2. That would be good, and then I don't know, and then bad, followed by good. That might not actually work out too badly. Ugh, I hate to do that, though. But yeah, they repeat the line, nobody is untouchable, several times in this work. So obviously that's something they're going for. And I didn't know that, Mortal. That's cool. I think the biggest theme I would pull away from this... That's true, Ross. I think the biggest theme I would pull away from this is that... No, you know what? I'm going to skip back to that. I'm going to stick back to that. No one is untouchable. The whole goal is that the people who think they're so on top of everything, like every single person we've talked to is so full of themselves and so on top of everything and so arrogant and so influential So many of these people have been trying to affect the world on a global stage, and then one guy with a gun or a laser wire or whatever manages to go. Well, Doom 3 also has nothing to do with the Doom franchise. That's the other problem there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's a bit of punk going on here. That's kind of what I was vibing for.
CJ, my man! What's happening, bro? Hitting the waves later?
I'm not giving you the keys, Steven.
What? What? A guy can't just come over and talk to his beach buddy without getting accused of holding all kinds of secret motivations?
I'm sorry, I just assumed. You know, Mr. Williams told me not to hand the keys to the water scooter after the incident. I mean, I think she's like...
It's cool, CJ. It's cool.
That's a good age.
You don't have to hand them to me. Right? Just, you know... Let it grow. Know where they are, so he might find them on his own.
Steven, come on, man. Mr. Williams is gonna fire me if I do that.
You know, technically, I'm your boss, too. I wouldn't fire you.
Talk to Mr. Williams. I can't help you.
Damn it. From you? Not so much. Right, come on. Let's get out. Who knows? Maybe your shot.
Well, not quite ready for that yet.
Leaving it open. Although I do actually have an idea. Fascinating equipment here.
Oh,
no, you stupid twit! God damn it, this is your fault. I could be done with this if you weren't here. God, what? You weren't even doing anything. Not at this rate, offshore Twitch account. Jesus. Let's try that again. Oh my god, she's already on her way back. Is there a door I can close? Can I close this door?
come on, don't give me this shit right now.
What?
Oh yeah?
Okay. Where's the key?
We need a doctor here.
Oh my god, she's dead. Yeah, close enough. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, somebody want to help us out over here?
My god. There's some kind of crazed killer on the loose.
You're wrong, right? We need help.
Okay. I like gameplay and story segregation when it's in favor of gameplay, but I just have to ask something. Where's my gun right now? Like, look at me for a sec. Okay, there's my gun. Yep. Where's my gun? Where is my gun?
Mr. Bradley, are these yours?
Dude, I've been looking everywhere for those. You just made my day. I am gonna tear the sea a new one. Thanks, buddy.
My pleasure.
All right, let's see how well Mr. Bradley controls that water scooter of his.
Okay, I've also got a lockpick on me. And a phone. I haven't been on a jet ski more than once in my entire life. Now, speedboat? I've actually driven speedboat several times. That was fun. I was just curious if he would get himself killed because he is that terrible. Like, given what they were all saying, that would just amuse me, right? Obviously, I could probably also come up here in advance and, you know, get a wrench or something.
2 targets remaining.
I'm glad he had fun.
So, that's Stephen Bradley taken care of. Well done.
You can shoot him with a cannon, huh? Ah, remote explosive. Damn. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Banana. Oh. Okay, moving on. Hello. Evening. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Mortal.
I'm taking a few minutes of time for myself.
Oh, she's going for a massage. Or she's going to visit the guy who's, you know, dead.
Anything or feel unsafe, just let me know.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I haven't.
Hello, sir.
I do like massaging and massaging. Very different things, of course. No one to see here. I believe I have images.
Weird noises. I'll have a look around. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Why do you ask?
Move in! Move in! Force the punk out! I got a visual! Ah!
While we're here. We can call her. Well, let's see how bad this is, shall we? Could we go slightly faster, please? Thank you. Thank you. And let's grab a save while we're here. Game. There we go.
Just one more target to go. Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47.
Okay, so it looks like she just finished her massage. Okay. Agent XLVII. Come on. Go to your right. There you go. How is she still alive? There we go. Jesus!
Vetrova has been permanently.
Did you see how many shots that took?
All we need to do from here.
And she was already laying on the ground too, just like,
Information needed for the servers. Good work, 57.
It's so strange how I'm being shot over and over again. Okay, nobody's nearby at the moment, so we're just gonna do this.
I lost visual. I can't see him. I can't see him. Anyone got him? What the hell's happening? Negative. Keep those eyes peeled.
Why won't you die? Sorry. Not Austin Powers, but still funny. Okay. Moving on. I know at least one person wants to know the silver number, so let's do it. Hired gun. Let's watch this terrible cutscene again.
How was your time in paradise?
Productive.
Right. We should hear from the others soon.
We're in. Whatever your robot did back on the island, it worked. Let's see. Yeah, here we are.
You found them?
Yeah, right here. But... oh, wait a minute. Something's off. See here? All those controlling shares, those are basically the backbone of the Providence Empire, but they're not going to the new partner identities.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're allocated to someone else. Everything is. The partners are left with no real control. Who is Arthur Edwards?
No, he bribed someone with money. Damn you, money. No, offshore Twitch account. Even if it would make pragmatic sense, he couldn't bring himself to. Diana is the kind of person who would work with the cops.
Message from Olivia. Everything's going to plan.
It's time to kill you, 47, for I have turned on you because I was given money to do so.
We're almost there, old friend.
Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah.
Feels...
So, I've actually already done most of the math here, so I just have to change a couple of things. And we'll add this. Add this. Hello, Giga Pudding. I'm afraid I must now kill you, for you have been not giving me money. Wait, that sounds like I'm threatening my viewers to donate. Please don't donate. Alright, yeah, the constant is literally, like, even ignoring the, like, the morality thing, the ethical thing, the ideological thing, Capital Capybara is right. The constant is literally, like, the direct student of Janus or Janus or Janus. Even the same actor couldn't pronounce it right, so don't ask me to. So, like, no, there's no way. Anyways, super quick. Hitman 1 got 29 story positives. Hitman 2 got 33. Hitman 1 got 13 gameplay positives. Hitman 2 got 25. Hitman 1 had 74% gameplay ratio. Hitman 2 has 93. Hitman 1 had a 96 golden number. Hitman 2 has 100... sorry, silver number. Hitman 2 has 172.22. That's not really surprising to me. And that lines up. That's, yeah. That is a freaking good game, and it absolutely deserves that high of a score. Do I think these DLC maps have expansion effect? No. I think the bank has expansion effect. No, none of these include... So in order to calculate silver numbers for something like this, I eject everything that goes to the game as a whole. So a lot of the non-game-specific stuff, like the launch negatives, the minigame stuff, the interface stuff, all the stuff that applies to everything is ejected when calculating a silver number. It makes it easier to do the math. So, all that is all thrown out the window. Then that goes for positives, too. It's worth noting. I think the bank is the one that really qualifies for expansion effect here. This level isn't terrible, but I stand by the statement that I'm not super impressed by it. The Last Resort, I mean. Last Resort did better on the narrative axis than it did on the gameplay one. Thank you, Juluto, for being part of the show. Remember, you can put that towards up to 3 things if you want to, so I will put at least one of those things towards the BRPG blog. And before I move forward a little bit, Bunny Immortal, before I move forward, I've been looking at some of the levels so far. Obviously, Sapienza stands out narratively. It's one of the best narratively. And I think the only one that... So, Sapienza, Miami, and there was another one. Whittleton Creek. Those 3 crushed it narratively on the story axis. Just absolutely crushed it. So those are the big winners story-wise. Gameplay-wise, we'll scroll down a little bit here. Looks like Sapienza again. No surprise there. Mumbai, yeah. Mumbai, Miami. And honestly, yeah, the bank. So it looks like those are our big winners on both axes. I've been thinking about doing an actual calculation of how much each level has been getting on both axes and then total, just for a like end game perspective thing. I haven't spent the time doing that, and that'd be boring, so I'll do that later. NES block and the Resident Evil block. You got it. Done. So, Hitman 3.
Agent 47 and Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. Unknowingly, they have been hired by a shadow client to target a number of operatives of Providence, a secret organization working in the highest echelons of power. Providence's controller, the Constant, approaches Diana and makes her a deal. Eliminate the shadow client and learn about 47's past. But when 47 discovers that the shadow client is Lucas Gray, his lost childhood friend, he and Diana switch sides to fulfill an old pact. Destroy Providence. Together, they manage to capture the Constant, forcing him to reveal the identities of the 3 Providence partners. Eliminate them, and the war would be over. However, the Constant has an ace up his sleeve.
Okay.
Look closer. In the shadows. Behind the everyday world. Beyond the headlines and the seats of power. A hidden hand. A kind of company known as Providence. To it, we were just assets. To use and throw away. to do the unthinkable, the unforgivable. And it never gave us a second thought. Until now. After decades in the shadows, we are fighting back. Me and 47. Much has been lost, but we are closer than ever. We trapped the Constant, Providence's chief controller, and finally learnt the names of its 3 partners. In their downfall, we lay the past to rest. And, just maybe, look towards the future.
47. It's time.
Partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets.
That's it? That's your excuse?
Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again...
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is 5th-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
We keep going to these places where there's nothing but rich assholes. We've been doing that since, Paris, honestly. And like each place we go to is just like more and more dense. Like the ratio of evil rich assholes to anybody else just keeps just expanding, you know. God damn it, Andy. Yes, the quotient of ass. And yeah, I noticed we're killing 2 partners in one mission. Okay. Stick to lock, but and Diddy, what did I just say? Oh yeah, old money in Dubai. Aha, game. I do not know what you're saying, Tintin. I am a regular streamer. I enjoy streaming the video games for the people of today. Now please turn around for no reason. Thank you, Andity. I do always appreciate you. Thank you. Just give me a moment. It's going towards the Gunk, eastward, and Signalis. Thank you again. Listen, there's nothing back here. There's nothing to see here. All right, let's do it. Wait, no, I wanted to see something first. Scandinavian. Their earliest known ancestors were blacksmiths in Norway, but in the early 19th century they migrated to America and became cattle ranchers. They eventually made a fortune selling gunpowder during the American Revolution War, and later established an empire in oil, coal, and steel. That's copy-pasted from the briefing. By the 20th century, they had become one of the world's biggest fossil energy providers and began expanding their business empire to fields such as agriculture, pharmaceuticals, and consumer goods. In fact, some of the family's biggest sources of revenue come from the Thwack Beverage Company and a global chain of empire of chain stores. Key Providence assets, such as Hamsun Oil, Blue Sea Agriculture, and Pax Mundus Foundation, which is a geopolitical think tank, are all largely controlled by the Ingram family. However, it is their political clout, a benefit of controlling the vital oil and coal markets, that makes them truly powerful. The Ingrams are responsible for most of the Providence operatives positioned in governments and state institutions around the world, including senators, cabinet secretaries, generals, and high-ranking papal advisor, and they enjoy a close relationship to the Middle East and Latin American power players such as the Al-Ghazi family in Saudi Arabia and the Moreno drug cartel in Mexico. Carl Ingram, age 66, is the current head of the family and second most senior Providence partner. Carl is a brash, direct, and cowboy at heart. Despite their immense wealth and privilege, this family has always cultivated a Protestant work ethic, and Carl feels most at home in his Kansas ranch or touring his oil fields, which incidentally is also where he brings his business partners and political acolytes to size them up. Carl is a lion of a man with a quiet air of dominance and a steel handshake. He also is highly intelligent, perceptive, and an astute judge of character. As a youth, Carl enlisted in the army, did a complete tour of duty in Vietnam shortly before the fall of Saigon. Returning home to finish his studies, he decided that while the logic behind the domino theory had been sound, military campaigns were archaic and ineffective. Wars should be fought not with boots on the ground, but through the dual channels of Machiavellian tradecraft and the slow power of corporate influence. Carl studied military intelligence and became a foreign policy advisor to the White House by the tender age of 32. When 40, he inherited control of the Ingram estate from his father, Douglas. Carl had both the political savvy and the corporate muscle to set himself up as the behind-the-scenes kingmaker, whose endorsement is guaranteed to make or break campaigns and indeed careers on both sides of political divide. And yet Carl, like his family name, remains virtually unknown to the general public, always preferring the subtle backroom machinations over the spectacle and limelight. He finally replaced his father as Providence partner in 1994. Carl Ingram comes across as a libertarian, but in truth his pragmatism transcends political boxes. He views himself and Providence as the vanguard of global stability and status quo, and this balancing act requires a highly flexible mind. For instance, Carl has spent billions undermining the climate agenda while simultaneously investing heavily in climate change countermeasures. However, this is all for the good of society. Carl believes that only the steady hand of Providence can lead the world into a more sustainable age without the otherwise inevitable descent into disruption, upheaval, and revolutionary. Carl's married twice, with 2 sons from his first marriage and an adopted son from the second. None of his heirs know about Providence yet, but Carl leans towards appointing his adopted son, whom he sees as having the greatest potential as his successor. Unsentimental and a staunch meritocrat, Carl takes his power very seriously but is unapologetic about it, believing that only the capable has a right and duty to rule, that in the best of the brightest, power and leadership is no privilege, it is an obligation. However, like his associate, Carl's pride has blinded him to the threat of Arthur Edwards, and now it may be too late to pass on the torch. Game. There we go. Other guy. Dutch-German. Their earliest known ancestors were violin builders in the 18th century Rotterdam. Moving to Bavaria, where they became successful merchants, they eventually settled in New York and established an empire in real estate and banking. At one point, they owned 15% of all the property in Manhattan, competing with the Astor family as the landlords of New York. They also cultivated an image as patrons of the art and science, donating museum and university wings all over New England. During their heyday in the 19th and early 20th century, the Stuyvesants were, I don't know how to pronounce that, the Bobs were counted among the 5 richest families in the world, and like the most powerful clans in the age of rogue capitalism that followed the Industrial Revolution, they were essentially robber barons. They made a fortune off of King Leopold II's atrocities in the Congo, cynically exploited the fallout of the Great Depression, which they managed to dodge, and maintained lucrative trade deals with the despots throughout the 20th century, such as Pinochet in Chile and Jinpo in Carañón. To this day, their intricate network of banks frequently and indiscriminately launder money for white-collar criminals, organized crime syndicates, terrorist groups, and despots all over the world. Ever since the end of World War II and the creation of Providence, the Bobs have retreated from public view and few recognize the name. The family is still immensely wealthy, but their true currency is influence. Their assets and investments are deliberately scattered and obscured, hidden behind funds and shell companies, but the Bobs' estate is involved in a wide and diverse range of industries such as real estate, banking, finance, insurance, and legal services, as well as arts, sports, and entertainment. Important Providence assets include Milton Fitzpatrick, which is an investment bank, Danziger, which is insurance, Yates & Cohn, which is a law firm, the Monumental Pictures, and of course they own a controlling share on the rest of these. This guy, Marcus, age 51, is the current head of family. He's the youngest of the Providence partners, divorced from Penelope Huxley Bob, with whom he has a single daughter, Cornelia, who runs the Bob Art Foundation. A strong proponent of order, diligence, and persistence, Marcus tends to come across as effacious and high-strung. Before Alexa Carlyle, Marcus's late father Eckhart used to sit at this head of the table, and Marcus is doggedly determined to prove himself his father's equal. An introvert and dyslexic, Marcus dragged himself through the college on the wings of his family name and generous campus contributions. He landed a job at a prestigious law firm, Morgan, Yates & Cohn, although his grades were hardly in the top 10%. Diligent and determined, he was on partner track when Eckhart died abruptly of a stroke, and Marcus was approached for the first time by Arthur Edwards, who revealed to Bob's true family legacy. Partnership on a whole different scale. Marcus later learned that Eckhart had long considered appointing Milton Fitzpatrick CEO Eugene Cobb instead of his pedestrian son, but he died before he could finalize the decision. This humiliating feeling of being a temp or a runner-up haunts Marcus to this very day. Marcus adores his daughter Cornelia and is determined to be a more supportive father than Eckhart, insisting that she should one day succeed him as partner. But Cornelia, ironically, shows little sign that she would even remotely interested in running a globe-spanning power cabal. Now Marcus is waking up to the harsh realization that it is not only too late to shape Cornelia into his own image, but there may be simply nothing left to inherit.
Welcome to Dubai, 47. Today is the inauguration of the scepter, and the ceremony is well underway. You will find Marcus Stuyvesant near the building's signature art installation, while a paranoid Carl Ingram has ensconced himself in his penthouse suite, security on highest alert. Mr. Gray is already in position and ready to assist. Good luck, 47.
Okay, I'm not gonna freak out. Ah! Okay.
47. Come in. 47, do you copy?
I'm here.
Are you in position?
I'm heading towards the point of entry.
Good. Get back to me when you're there.
You know, you might have gone too far when you look down and see the tops of skyscrapers still under construction. Pro tip. I was gonna say, this felt really weird the way this is progressing, and then I realized this is a tutorial.
Locked. 47, use your camera and scan the lock, will you? I think I can override the Windows controls from here.
That's new.
I'm in position.
47, the inauguration is taking place close by. Once you've infiltrated it, get your bearings. I'm sure there must be floor plans somewhere.
Understood.
We need absolute focus on this one. If Ingram and Stuyvesant are alerted to our presence, we may lose them for good. We are so close, 47.
Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
Also, no minimap. That's a first.
Welcome.
Thank you. So, I recognize this spot, and for one simple reason. I've actually seen a speed run of someone who like starts like right here, spawns in, looks up, shoots the target like right there, and then like runs out or something, and beats the whole map in like 3 seconds. Or 6 seconds, excuse me, 6 seconds.
This has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am one of the less preserved sides of the respectful Al-Azali family.
Tell me, would you step out on this glass floor right here?
I soon built up a construction empire that is worthy of the great Al-Azali legacy. So, I would like to thank my cousins, without whose friendship and influence this achievement might not have been possible. Thank you. I'm proud to yet again immortalize our great family name. But most importantly, this building is for all the people of Dubai, which is
Even the slaves?
the tallest building in the world. So, I'm humbly proud to open the Burj Al Ghazali. The scepter. Now, please, be my guests and celebrate. And thank you.
How much money do you think was burnt on this vanity project? And I do mean burnt. Only 3. I was already walking up there. That's funny.
I suppose they could be dealers. Doesn't the sheep have some connections in the fashion world?
Listen, I want to talk to the partners directly. Make them understand why all of this is happening. And that terminal gives me an idea. There's a server room near the Sheikh's personal reception. If you can gain access to it, we might be able to recover useful intel from it. We'll have to work together to hack the system, but it's our best shot.
Okay. Oh no, that's... I was actually about to say, I looked up at one point what the Burj Dubai, or the Burj Khalifa, or whatever it's called, costs. And I looked at that, and I looked a little bit into it. And I mean only a little bit, but what I came away from was a very firm experience of, yeah, that's a rough estimate based on what is probably lies and misinformation. Come on. Oh, no. There we go.
It looks like the staff area could provide you with a viable route to the server room.
Why would you need sewage in a gigantic building where there's thousands of people? That's ridiculous. Go to the bathroom outside, okay? Just lean out the window.
Welcome.
There's a keypad lock on the doors to the staff area. One moment. All right, try this. 4706. There's quite a bit of security here. One moment. You ready for some more fresh air, 47?
I don't want to jump the gun, but it's very well crafted, except for that problem right there. That's a little bit of an issue. It's hard to appreciate the aesthetic of the level when I literally can't see it.
Believe James called in sick today, of all days. His Highness has everyone working through it.
Ooh. Ooh. And they're still selling soda. Of course they're still selling soda. Even the rich love a good pop. So you know they're still human. Anybody who doesn't love pop, not human. Pro tip. If you don't call it pop, that's also acceptable.
Okay.
What friggin' ever.
That guy might be an issue.
Sir, you are trespassed. That's it. Stop.
Little accountability.
Where'd he go?
I don't have anything. I have no tools.
I think I can open that window remotely. Scan the lock with your camera and I'll have a try.
Nothing here, Command. Moving on.
Don't make this any worse on yourself. Come on out.
Yes. Can I help you? Is there anything that you need? Apparently not. Excuse me, ma'am. Smoking is bad for your health. I would like to have a word with you about your smoking habits. Did you know that 5 out of 5 smokers on this level have ended up in this very trash bin?
Hey, you there, waiter!
Yes? Can I help you? Hey, Venters.
You read me. Okay, I'm afraid to say we got some trouble coming.
Thank you, Venters, as always, for being part of the show. I will jot that down. For the Wing Commander block. Hidden Chronicles. And The grid block. I'm just gonna call it. Just every time you donate for that, you change what you call it. I can never remember what I actually call it on the website. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. 100% of people who breathe die. Do you want to be one of those people? Zoom, do me a weird favor. Go to my website right now and tell me what the grid-based block is actually called. So I can at least have some appropriate record keeping for once. Oh, excuse me. Do you want to be one of those people? Forgive me, I didn't mean to screw up my emphasis. Yeah, this is a long and horrible death is what this would be. If we're lucky, we'll get knocked out on the way down. I mean, this far up, I'm pretty sure it would be physically impossible to hold on to this just because of the wind alone. Never mind the cold.
Server room should be behind one of the doors in this hallway.
Actually, the one thing I did bring with me. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Yeah, most people, it's still the dumbest excuse. Most people have families, dude. It's pretty normal. 47's probably one of the only people in the world who doesn't have a family. That's our skeleton key, is one of those guards. Oh, alright. Yeah, penthouse guard, apparently. Let's see, a crowbar, a screwdriver.
Hey. I thought about what you said. Yeah, I changed my mind. It was an insane idea to start with. Exploding golf ball. I don't want blood on my hands. I've never taken things to such an extreme before. Yes, I promise I'll start attending anger management. I know I have issues. Admittance. That's the first step, right? Anyway, I've locked the golf ball up in the maintenance scrum. Not that many of us have keys, and people tend to stay out of that room anyways, so no one will get hurt. I'll take it home when my shift is over. I love you too. I'll be home as soon as possible. Bye.
didn't see him on Ambrose, no. Look, she will still be his home as soon as possible.
Calendar function. We can use this to summon the partners to a fake meeting, 47. All right, I'm no hacker like Olivia, but I think you need to pull one of the racks here to gain access to the terminal. Damn it. A silent alarm has been tripped. Security is on its way. Hide, 47.
System failure. System failure.
Sir.
Go find that man immediately. Listen, that tutorial can suck a lemon. That's all I'm saying. Trying to make me hide. Come here. Come here. Grab the banana. Most important item. Oh, come on. If you're going to play something at work, play something other than solitaire. God, solitaire gets boring in like 2 minutes. Alright, game. I am now hiding. Okay.
.47 reinforcements are incoming. More guards on their way.
Okay. I'm not what you'd call overly concerned. He's this way! This way, quickly!
Please stay back.
Of course, of course. Do what must be done. Okay. Jeez, Lord Harriman. That is pretty messed up if you think about it.
Yes, sorry about that, 47. Let's try again, shall we? I think I've got it. We'll need a keycard to gain access. Someone in maintenance should have one we can borrow for a spell.
Oh dear.
Now, you're probably wondering, why did that poor woman jump to her death earlier? Like, something must have convinced her to jump, and it turns out she was in a murder-suicide pact with her boyfriend. And by her boyfriend, I mean the guy she was cheating on her boyfriend with. He couldn't stand the guilt, though. Couldn't deal with it. The poor man.
That must have done something. Can you see anything different in the room?
It is such a shame. Here you go. Okay. Okay, just to go down the list of the things I've looked for so far. So the first and most obvious thing was I checked the monitors. The only monitor that's different is that one over there, which is the yellow one. That's the one already triggered. Then I looked at the numbers of lights, which, yeah, that's nothing. And then I looked if there was anything on to the lights on the side, which there isn't. Then I looked up top. Nothing different there. Then I checked the lights going through the things. Nothing different there. Then I checked the lights over here. Nothing different there. Then I checked the ceiling. Nothing different there. In terms of following the cabling. So, wait, seriously? That's it? That's it? Jesus Christ. But it was the one I picked initially!
Now all you need to do is access the terminal and use the calendar option to summon the Providence partners to a meeting.
Okay.
Building cameras are now disabled. Elevator doors are now open.
Aw, can't steal money. Oh my god.
Good work. The meeting has been booked. The partners should be moving up here shortly. Huh. Looks like the lounge can be sealed off for private conversations. Handy. Excellent. I see the partners moving. You should join their meeting. Time to end this, 47.
Oop, too far, too far. Oh my god, is that water? Oh my god, it's water. Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is so obvious, but I have to comment on the fact that as a show of opulence and wealth, they have first of all, they have a tower that's a mile high, or whatever the stupid height is of the stupid place. Then, pretty much at the top is a glass encasement with trees growing in artificial little emplantments and a giant reflection pool in the middle of a desert. Jesus Christ. Like, Lord knows I like to build ridiculous things in games that let me do that, but this is insanity.
You on duty tomorrow?
Yeah. Why?
Just wondered if you got the briefing on the lockdown drill tomorrow?
I got it. I'll get issued one tomorrow morning.
You know how it works? Because I don't.
It's easy. Two of us are stationed up here and below, by the card reader. We get an alert, we both swipe our cards, and bingo. Lockdown.
Keys in the bathroom. Well, it's timed. So if that should happen, I should be able to run down and activate the other swipe as well. Guys, leave us. We need to talk privately.
Vegas. No comment.
The partners are alone now. I'll activate the panel controlling the room's security features. When you're ready, use it to start the show.
Well, okay. Where's the... All right, well, hang on. Before I go down there, I just want to see something really quick. Sorry about this. I just want to see what happens. Ah, well.
You got me, 37. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore.
I was hoping to drop the chandelier on them. I'm very sad that it didn't work. Oh, I have a message from Giga. He says, I hate you. You suck. P.S. Dragon Age is the best.
Where's the Sheik?
It's a busy day for him. Surely we can give him a few moments.
It reminds me more of the yacht and the Soviet one, you know, the two tutorial levels, more than it does Showstopper or Miami. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but like Paris and Miami are really, really good tutorial levels by virtue of being really, really good levels, right? Pretty much everything you need. Like if I plop someone who's never played this series down before in front of either of those two stages, they'll figure out what the game is and how to play it pretty quickly, even just walking in fresh. This,
Do you know what he wants to talk about?
No, but I've known this man for a long time. He wouldn't call us up here without good reason. I trust his people will have multiple scenarios ready for us very soon. Which reminds me, we need to discuss Alexa.
What's there to discuss? She left us. At the most critical moment, she abandoned ship. That family has never been trustworthy, and Alexa just proved to us that she, and indeed any of her heirs, isn't up to the task.
I agree. She displayed extremely poor judgment. I hope Omar is able to step up. At this time in particular, we need a solid foundation to rebuild from, and someone to help us hit that traitor Edwards where it hurts.
Oh, he'll get what's coming to him.
When I get my hands on Edwards, I'm gonna wring the little bastard's neck myself. The beatings my loving father administered will be like gentle strokes compared to what he has coming.
Regardless, once this is over, Madame Carlyle is out. We can't tolerate her abandonment of this project in favor of petty, personal matters. If Sheikh Omar comes through today, we should offer him her seat.
What do you want to bet she bailed because she recognized... You know, she read the writing, right? She recognized that it's over, and she's decided to go clean up house and just do whatever until the end, rather than these two yahoos who are actually thinking about rebuilding and replanning when they have already lost.
What's this? Carl? Did you do that?
I certainly did not. I have no idea.
Oh, shit!
Oh, okay. Well done. I guess. Finally, Stuyvesant.
What? Come on, that was perfect, dude. Okay, fine. I got the save here. Well done, I guess. They're dead, dude! What?
What he wants to talk about? What's this? Carl? Did you do that?
I certainly did not. I have no idea what's going on.
Gentlemen.
What's the meaning of this?
You're the one responsible for all this. Gray, what do you want?
Something that has been a long time due. Revenge.
Revenge? How? Excuse me? Yeah, you! Is this guy a joke?
Wait!
Get out of here. No!
All right, that's that then.
Sorry. I honestly didn't realize that would make them go org. Yeah, no, exactly. It's definitely not a bad level, but it is very tutorial and not in a great way. And yeah, something Colger mentioned earlier is something that's worth noting. If I plop down my sister right now, who's never even touched this franchise, or even stealth games in general before, and I plop her down at Paris or Miami, she will find out over the course of playing those stages whether or not she likes this type of game. It's very seminal in addition to being something that just gets you into the game. That's pretty much exactly what those kind of stages should be.
What's this? Carl? Did you do that?
I certainly did not. I have no idea what's going on.
Gentlemen.
What's the meaning of this?
You're the one responsible for all this. Gray, what do you want?
Something that has been a long time due. Revenge.
Revenge? How banal. You killed Cobb, Navikov, Caruso, the Washington twins, everyone at Haven. You broke into our bank, and you outed Providence to the world. Whatever perceived slight we've done to you is insignificant to the amount of damage you've caused us. You've caused the world.
You're a murderous terrorist. Nothing more. What did we ever do to you anyway?
You specifically? Nothing. Providence? Everything. Providence made me, and at the flick of a pen, Providence broke me. I'm just returning the favor. Providence has ruined the lives of countless people, expecting and facing no consequence for its actions. You take for yourselves and those who support you, and you burn everyone and everything else to the ground from the comfort of the shadows.
As an aside, I like the difference in their body language. Ingram is just standing there, arms folded, glaring. The other guy's pacing.
No more.
You're delusional.
Exposing us achieved nothing beyond moving a few pieces around on a board much more complicated than you can fathom. The world believes we're dead. What more do you want?
Me? Nothing. My friend, however, well, let's just say he's a bit of an expert. I'm just here to watch you die. 47. Finish it.
What? 47.
How did you live through that? How? What? You had a focus sash. God damn it!
Finally, Stuyvesant and Ingram are gone. Providence will soon be no more than a bad memory. 47. Thank you. I'll meet you at the rendezvous on the edge of town.
Yeah, what do you want to bet? It was like he was 1 foot out of range or something. How do I get out of here with the security lockdown? I guess I have to lift the security lockdown. Ugh, rich freaks got paranoid and accidentally slipped the thing. Ugh, weirdos, am I right? Now, have a good day. how I would go... Okay. That's gonna take me hours. Oh yeah, shortcuts. There's the atrium starting point.
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did...
She'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
Interesting. Hey, Super Derp. No, it's scoring very well so far, as the numbers over here indicate. Dun dun dun! Sorry. Death in the family, huh? Well, obviously we're going to replan. Just so you know, I still exist. Yeah, no, we've been going through the whole thing, Super Derp, front to back. I've actually never played Hitman 3, so this is new for me. So let's skip ahead to that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab the other excellent tool. And let's see. I think we can sneak in. And nothing really worthwhile. You never know. We might use some pills. No. Gotta get the correct suit on. Although, I suppose I should wear the classic. How do you do it in 6 seconds? They're not even here. Oh, come on. You gotta enjoy the classic. Pretty sure we have all the DLC as well, Super Derp.
Welcome. Hello?
Yes, this is Dubai. Well, let's work backwards.
Good to see you. How lovely to see so many friendly and familiar faces here today. This has been a dream of mine for a great many years. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming. And as all of you know, I am from one of the less primitive sides of the respectable Al-Zali family. But with a small loan from my father, I
Small loan. Did he seriously just reference a small loan from his father to make this gargantuan waste of crap? Okay, okay. One moment, please. Sorry about that. Okay. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm a self-made millionaire. My father gave me 70 billion, but my mother only gave me 13. Ridiculous.
It's just a precaution.
I've been personally invited by the Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali. I should have clearance. The name is Zaina Kazim.
Sir, I understand, but you can't enter without being searched. It's standard procedure.
This is ridiculous.
Zana Kazim, a.k.a. the Vulture. One of the top agents working for Crystal Dawn, the Pan-African terrorist organization. I almost hired him myself once, but chose the Maelstrom instead. Now what is his business here?
Well, that's how it is. Think about it, and come back if you want. I'll be waiting upstairs in the reception. Understood?
Crystal.
That's most important.
Ooh, screwdriver. Best item in the game.
Excuse me, but can you please extinguish that cigarette? You are blowing cancer directly into my body.
It's a smoking area. If you don't like it, piss off.
Jesus, I'm just asking nicely.
No, you were being a bitch. Now go away and binge eat some celery or whatever idiots like you do. Or I'll do something worse than blowing cancer in your face.
God, what is your problem? You are sick.
You have no idea.
Nice guy. I feel like an absence of a positive, Ross. She's still well animated, well voice acted. She's just not a character. Anyways, bye! Enjoy the trip.
Whoa!
So, listen, I'm sorry about this, really.
I'm gonna take you down.
No, come back! I have to kill you so I can lose my wanted level! Okay, you! Clearly, you're the one who's... we got this, we got this.
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it? So, you wanted to open a savings account, Mr. Reaper?
Yes.
Smart move. People have started filling their mattresses with cash, blaming the banks for the host of financial woes in the world, but let me be blunt. These people are the reason the world is slipping.
Really?
I say we stop taxing the wealthy and allow them to put the money back into society rather than into the state coffers. Watch how that creates jobs for everyone. If people don't put money in the bank, we can't invest and generate revenues for us all. That's practically robbery.
Interesting.
That's why people of your pedigree are valued customers here at Milton Fitzpatrick. We're on the lookout for quality clientele, not the run-of-the-mill folks who just want to borrow money to save their small businesses. If that sounds interesting, well, then we should set up a proper meeting next week. Talk more about those 7 figures of yours, okay?
Sure.
Wait. Hey, chill, man. Is this about that waitress down on the corner? You can have her. She's all yours. I don't even like her.
Get up.
What?
Get up.
Help! Help! Anyone!
Guess I'll go put that money in my mattress. Nothing. Gum Gum. Unfortunately not super derp. I've been told I would like it, but I've never gotten a chance to. I skipped out on the old Hitmans, not really on purpose. Because I was PS2 era and I just wasn't gaming during the PS2 era. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Hello. And goodbye. You?
Oh, fuck! What are you? No, please! Oh.
Yeah, I didn't get in Ratchet and Clank. Sly. Oh god, Jack and Daxter. I can't remember what else. There's several. Rayman was PS1. Well, started in PS1. I don't know if it kept going after that. Didn't Rayman switch over to the Xbox at some point? Yep, there's all his stuff that is absolutely not cool. For being frisked. Whatever. Not like I need a gun to kill someone.
All right there. Yeah, hey. Listen, sir, there's no drama. I just need to check your pockets if you want to pass.
You got it.
This is just standard procedure. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Kazim. I'm glad you changed your mind.
Arrogance can be a dangerous trait.
Yes, indeed, it can. Mr. Ingram has been expecting you. We have a conference room set up for you.
Oh, and if I have to explain why I have a save where I can kill the jackass banker at any time I want to, then you don't know me very well.
Let the pros do their job.
How are you, sir?
Please, go in and make yourself comfortable. Mr. Ingram will be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Let the pros do their job.
Has anyone ever scanned the barcode to see what it says? Random thought. Lol, Colgrim. Look, stress relief is important, okay? Yeah, imagine you're playing Kingsfield 4 and it's like, ah!
Mr. Kazim, pleasure to meet you. Omar tells me great things about you. I'll get straight to the point. I have a, well, let's call it a dispute, which the Royal Highness tells me you're very capable of taking care of. Now, I've worked with your organization before, in Morocco, I believe, so I'm a little hesitant.
Don't be. We do what's needed.
Well, only time will tell. I have 2 assignments for you. Take care of the first one, and then we can discuss the bigger fish. Now, on to the first. An acute problem has been brought to my attention.
Keep talking.
I'll be candid with you. No one is supposed to know that I'm here. However, there's a journalist down at the inauguration, and he's asking rather intrusive questions about who's staying up here, and that is a very dangerous problem for me. Now, I want you to silence this little pain. You think you can do that?
It's what I do best.
I like your bluntness. This is his file. Hans Lucht, Pulitzer-winning freelance journalist. He's good, and won't give up until he gets the answers he needs. And that can't happen.
Consider it done.
Good man. And remember, I want a picture. I want proof so I can sleep tonight.
Of course.
Once this little assignment is completed, come back and talk to Miss Toe. Then we can discuss the real cancer that needs to be removed. I'm sure you can see yourself out.
Odd. Guess what it's like working for Boeing.
Listen here, pal. I'm sorry, but you're not getting through.
Of course, I was just borrowing an apple. Thank you. It is amusing to me that this guy, who is one of the 3 most powerful people on the planet, has resorted to hiring a hitman, which he probably can't afford right now, by the way, thanks to the Constant, in order to take care of some rando journalist. That says a lot.
Mr. Lucht, I hear you're looking for information.
Oh, really? Okay. You know what's happening upstairs?
I know more than you could imagine. But we can't talk here. Follow me.
Great. Lead the way.
Right. I probably should have designed a place to go to for... Look, I haven't played this level before. Alright, so let's save over here. Hang on. There's something I keep thinking about. I'm going to reload this. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Probably Gum Gum, but, like, I'm not sure how exactly. No. Safe. I'll just pop this over here. Because I keep getting weirded out that I'm going to accidentally write over that. And I don't want to write over that save. I mean, there's a lot of bureaucracy that keeps governments running, Gum Gum. But I'm honestly not sure I understand the question. I apologize. Okay, so... You know what? This feels like the right spot. Right here. Come with me, sir. You will be perfectly safe here. We can talk in private. apologize for this. Whoop! I didn't mean to kill him. I really didn't mean to kill him. I was trying to knock him out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. He slipped. Yeah, this goes back to that it feels a little bit too tutorial-y problem. Like, I'm all for gameplay quality of life convenience stuff, but honestly, you spawn the dude next to an empty bathroom, right?
Yes, that's it. Now Ingram trusts you, it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Whoa, what a shock.
Oh my god, there's a body in there.
Crap. Are you okay?
Is he okay? You should go check on him right now.
What are you doing? Let them go!
You got it. I don't know what these three people were doing, and I don't want to know. That's their business, not mine. And yes, this is Dubai, sorry. Although I see Super Trooper got there before me. Ugh, fine. Giga pudding, fine. Hang on. Oh god, hang on. Oh Jesus. Okay, hang on. Well, I can't take her clothes, right, because she's female. Oh, whatever. That sounds like a weird sentence out of context. I stand by what I said. We should be able to wear female outfits. And nobody suspects, right? It acts like any other disguise. You just walk in. Hello. I am here for the dance.
Hey there, big guy.
Please, allow me to scintillate you with my hip-swaying movements. Oh yeah, we walk up. Do you need to frisk me? No, okay. So like, imagine we walk up and it's at a wedding. I am here to witness. I am here as the bride. I am here as one of the bridesmaids. As you can see, I am ready and in my attire.
Mr. Kazim, welcome back. So, you have the picture?
Yes, but I don't know how to give that to you. There you go.
Yes, here.
Good. Our guest will be delighted. Please follow me.
Of course.
He's waiting.
No, yeah, we show up as the bride, and the groom can't tell, of course, because it's Agent 47 and nobody can tell. My dearly beloved, I cannot wait to be wed with you.
Have you seen the view yet? It's quite spectacular. On a clear day, you get a wonderful view of the Arabian desert. It's a sight to behold, the vastness of it. Back in China, this would never be possible, because of all the smog.
Are you... okay. I swear to be your lawfully wedded wife, till death do us part.
I apologize about the incident earlier downstairs, but you have to understand that we need to keep security tight, no matter who. All our guests go through the same procedure.
Fear not. Satan is someone you do not need to worry about around me. I specialize in alternate methods of life enhancement and evacuation. And no, go. Most of that stuff. No, Prime's different. Hang on, I can do Prime. Before time began, there was the cube. The cube gave us the power to transform and roll out. And then I kind of lose it. That's actually hard to do. But
Here we are. Mr. Ingram is expecting you.
thank you. I appreciate.
Mr. Cassis, so good to see you. Do you have the picture?
Here you go.
Yes. Your problem is fixed.
Omar said you were good. Let's get down to the important business at hand.
Hey to Quack. Favorite map so far? Narratively, I would say probably Whittleton Creek. But in terms of pure gameplay, I believe Mumbai is currently the king.
Okay, people, clear the room. I need to discuss some delicate business with Mr. Kazim.
Perfect. We have Ingram right where we want him.
Excuse me for a second.
47,
Please make yourself at
you
home.
know what to do.
Have a drink, see the view. It's something to behold.
As a pure sandbox level, I admittedly am not as fanned. I am not as much of a fan or as fond of pure sandbox levels as other people are. But for me, I would say the best sandbox level is probably... Oh gosh, that's actually a tough one. I don't know. I'll have to chew on that. I could just kill him, like, right now. Like, I could just kill him. I could just kill him. I was thinking Miami. I love Miami.
Come with me. You will pay for this.
Son of a bitch.
Show me your hands.
How did you see me do that? Like, for real. Yeah, we'll get to Berlin soon, I imagine. Oh, he's just right there. Wow, okay. It's a wonderful view out here.
I'm sorry about that. Now, where were we? Now I know.
And then he leaves.
My man here will stay for the meeting. I assume that will not be a problem.
Of course.
Either way, you have no choice in the matter.
Naturally. Good night, Giga Pudding.
Yo,
Do
man.
enjoy the sleep.
It's interesting we haven't come across each other before, Mr. Kazim. Well, maybe not. I usually have my people talk to people like you.
I can imagine.
I don't know how much Omar, the Royal Highness, has told you. But my guess is very little, so let me get straight to the point. My organization has been hit by an unpleasant cancer that can only be removed by cutting it out of the gut, if you get my drift.
Yes, I do.
Good. This little turd is spreading his vile, toxic cells, and I want him stopped. Brutally. Chemo won't remove him. Only the knife. I have his file here. Arthur Edwards. A sly little devil, if there ever was one. Me and my associates, well, we underestimated the little worm. We want revenge.
I think you and I share a common interest.
I doubt that. But I want you to make him suffer. This is not a horse that needs to be put out of its misery. This is a rabid dog that needs to be put down. Am I making myself clear, Mr. Kazim?
Yes. Consider it done.
Good. We're now in business.
We are.
I'll have Miss Toe send you anything you need. We're done here. Oh, one last question. I'm just curious. You're nicknamed the Vulture. Why?
I find it's best to wait for the perfect kill.
I think you'll be perfect for the job. Nice to meet you, Mr. Kazim. I look forward to receiving an update. Safe hunting. Guard!
2 guards in the room.
Please show Mr. Kazim out.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kazim, please follow me.
How the
Mr.
hell?
Kazim, you need to listen to me. Follow me.
I need help!
Oh, shit!
Help!
Great last words right there. Absolutely fantastic last words. Alright, so... There it is, right there. Okay. I'm gonna make one attempt at this. Just the one. I'm afraid mispronouncing my name is something that is punishable by death. I do not recommend engaging in such activity for long.
That will not be a problem. Either way, you have no choice in the matter.
Okay, I apologize because now we're going to have to listen to the whole spiel again. I think I know how this is going to go. If not, I'm sorry, because I suck.
It's interesting we haven't come across each other before, Mr. Kazim. Well, maybe not. I usually have my people talk to people like you.
I can imagine.
I don't know how much a drink. Good idea.
Telling you, the screwdriver is amazing.
Now, as I was saying, I don't know how much...
Best item in the game.
The Royal Highness has told you. But my guess is very little, so let me get straight to the point. My organization has been hit by an unpleasant cancer that can only be removed by cutting it out of the gut, if you get my drift.
Yes, I do.
Good. This little turd is spreading his vile, toxic cells, and I want him stopped. Brutally. Chemo won't remove him. Only the knife. I have his file here. Arthur Edwards. A sly little devil, if there ever was one. Me and my associates, well, we underestimated the little worm. We want revenge.
I think you and I share a common interest.
I doubt that. But I want you to make him suffer. This is not a horse that needs to be put out of its misery. This is a rabid dog that needs to be
no,
put
Tintin.
down.
Don't worry.
Am I making myself clear, Mr. Kazim?
My connections with the devil allow me to do that.
Consider it done.
Good. We're now in business.
We are.
I'll have Miss Toe send you anything you need. We're done here. Oh, one last question. I'm just curious. You're nicknamed the Vulture. Why?
I find it's best to wait for the perfect kill.
I think you'll be perfect for the job. Nice to meet you, Mr. Kazim. I look forward to receiving an update. Safe hunting. Guard!
Yes, Mr. Ingram?
Please show Mr. Kazim out.
Hang on, so now that we're done with him yammering on, let's scooch over here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kazim, please follow me.
I will kill you for pronouncing my name Kazem, though. I just want you to know that. It's nothing personal, but he just called me Kazim. So you have nothing to go off of other than what he just said, and you still mispronounced it. So you're dead. Like, just... I'd say it's nothing personal, but it's kind of the exact opposite of that. Enjoy your trip to hell. Spoilers, it will not be pleasant. I was actually just thinking that, Plutonia. Ingram's weird. Like, he comes across as someone who's hard, or at least someone who's trying really hard to be hard, but isn't, you know? Very Bond villain.
More eyes on your work, more money for your work, more
Is that...
Mr. Kazem, you need to listen to me. Follow me.
I'm literally right behind you, but, like, you brought black sand up here? Oh my god. You literally... Oh my god, I hate this place. I want to go through here with a wrecking ball. Or maybe a Star Destroyer. I think that would also be acceptable. Nah, grenade launcher's too small. I need something bigger. But it doesn't matter that it's black sand. What matters is that they bothered to import water and sand to the top of a mile-tall, or however tall it is, tower in the middle of the desert.
No access through here. Please leave.
Pulse.
Mr. Kazem, you need to listen to me. Follow me and don't get sidetracked.
Okay. Are we done here? Okay, thank you. Yeah, the devs had to have worked so hard to make these people just as despicable as possible. And yeah, that place has glass and sand. Have you ever tried to clean glass and or sand and then next to each other? By the way, there's also a lot of standing water in that room. Have you ever had to clean standing water? I'm not sure, Act, but good on them. Screw Boeing. Now we need a train strike. Another train strike. Okay, last mission. Yeah, that's... I've given this speech several times, so I won't give the full speech, but fictional villains tend to be less evil than real-life villains because... And I know this is going to be a strange sentence, but most writers aren't evil. Like, it's hard for a writer, or most writers, to actually comprehend the levels and depths of depravity that real-life people have already done.
Damn it.
Point in fact, a lot of the most evil characters you will see in fiction are just straight up based off of real-life characters.
Why is she talking to Lucy Phillips?
Sir.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to take the installation in at your own pace.
Thank you. I noticed the guy still hasn't leaned on the railing. The guy up top. I can't see him now. There he is. God damn it, that took like 1 second too long.
Will someone help me?
Nope, 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 die! Found the camera's logs though, so that's cool. Sorry about this, really. Okay, so, as I was saying, grab a gun while we're here.
I got him! Right there!
Why are you shooting me? You have to find the killer. You don't understand. He could be anywhere. He could be anywhere.
Damn, we lost track of the bastard.
Echo Foxtrot to November Zulu, over. Definitely trying to hide who he really is.
Bad shelter! Bad shelter! Move! Okay, men. Let's get moving again. All eyes on the principal.
Stay.
Gun shot. It's our time. Find the perp.
We have a lockdown situation. Please leave now.
You got it, sir. Where the hell? Ah. All right, where's? We'll do that right now, Darkstar. Where is it? Where is it? Very bottom, very top. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Wait, I think that's it right there. Level 1, so it's one below me. Really? I mean, in almost any other place, I'd say, oh, that's a nice thing. You know, that probably took some time to set up. But here, that's probably actually gold, which is even worse, because gold is heavy. Ugh.
On behalf of His Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali, I bid you welcome.
Could be worse. Could be, oh god. What is it? Burnished steel? Whatever the Cybertruck's made out of. It's even harder to clean.
Whoa! You can't be here.
Hmm?
James called in sick today.
Why are you doing? Stop choking that woman! You don't want...
Without whose friendship and influence this achievement might not have been possible. Thank you. I'm proud to yet again immortalize our great family.
They spotted me, mortal. And that is their crime.
Good party.
Which is today the tallest
Ho,
building
ho,
in
ho.
the world. A feat I'm very proud to have achieved here in my home. So I'm humbly proud to open the Burj Al Ghazali.
I didn't do. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, you're here! How wonderful!
I apologize for this.
news on the new guard assigned to codename Pinky?
I got word that he entered the building, but he hasn't reported for duty yet.
Probably still down at the depot, getting his uniform. I just hope he's got his papers with him.
I heard rumors that he used to work for that Dawood Rangan. You know, the Bollywood producer who died?
Doesn't sound promising.
No, it doesn't.
Stuyvesant is expecting a replacement guard. If you can locate him, we should be able to get within strangling distance of the little worm.
Probably immortal, because it kept saying, you know, thing lost, and it was probably just some random guard I kept strangling over and over. Or killing, you know, whatever. Still terrible.
Hello, I don't mean to pry, but upstairs, do you by any chance know who's staying there? I hear it's not
Too far, apparently.
I have no idea.
I don't know, stealth doesn't seem to be my forte today.
What a cow.
But thank you, Bazooka Dad. Yeah, Sam Fisher would be off, you know, not being seen, not being heard, and not killing anybody. Agent 47 would be just like, wait, which direction, Darkstar? Oh my goodness, what happened here? Okay, where am I? I mean, why would they have body bags in this place? Excuse me, I am looking for a security guard who is not me. Here we go.
This is gonna make me look really bad.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Don't you worry. A colleague is also out there looking.
But this is awful. I mean, I'm in my boxers and you are a woman. It's just so embarrassing.
Oh, it's nothing I haven't seen before.
But you don't understand. I'm military. We military men are used to punctuality. I was supposed to be ready and present my papers half an hour ago.
Now listen, I know this is really embarrassing for you, being in front of a woman in your underwear. After all, it's something you have no experience with.
Yes, you men in the army with your papers. Super punctual. I get it.
Are you making fun of me? That's so cruel. Do you know what a man is without his gun?
Man in his boxers. Crying like a baby.
Ugh. You women will never understand.
And I don't think we ever will.
Go get your purse, find your balls, pull them out, take some frickin' accountability.
Weird.
There they are.
But I didn't think we were up this high.
It's okay. I can wait for you.
Anyways. Yeah, you'll have to forgive him, Yum Gum. He has no dick.
Reporting for duty.
About time. Our client has been going out of his mind waiting for you. Do you have the papers?
Yes.
Good. I'll call him now.
How should I address him?
It's classified, so you don't call him anything. But officially, he's just known as codename Pinky.
As you say.
Sir, this is security. Just to let you know, your new guard is reported for duty.
Fine. We're just outside.
Okay, standing by. Okay, wait here. He'll be here shortly.
Of course.
Okay, you must be my new escort. I have very high standards, and trust you will do your duty. You have your credentials on you?
Of course.
Well, this all looks very promising. Yes. Good. Oh, you worked for Dawood Rangan. Hope you weren't there on the day of his tragic death. Okay.
Well,
this all looks
funny you say that.
Okay, walk with me. I need
Like, I don't want to go too much down the rabbit hole there, but...
to go through some ground rules. Oh, I don't have a screwdriver in this timeline. I expect you to be by my side 24/7, unless I say otherwise. Bathroom breaks are, of course, permitted, but only when I say so. I have a very important and delicate meeting today, in which I expect you to keep your ears closed, but your eyes wide open. Understood? Now, your papers were indeed impressive, but I need to see what you can do with my own eyes. My father used to take me hunting. He was an avid hunter. I personally hated it, but always admired his skill with a knife, and grew to appreciate what it takes to gut an animal. Have you ever tried to gut an animal?
Yes.
Good. Then you know it's not so easy as it looks. Like trying to stab a rubber ball. It bounces back if you don't stab it correctly. You're almost here. You have to understand. I didn't get where I am by blind faith. Okay, we are almost there. You see the shooting targets? Any fool can shoot a target. But with a knife? That's where the talent lies. My father always used to say, if you are good with a knife, you're even better with a gun. I want to see your skills. I don't know why, but I've always trusted a man who would throw a knife. I'm sure a psychiatrist would have a field day with that statement. So, show me what you got.
Probably gonna screw this up.
Do well and you work for me. Fail, get out of here, and I never want to see your face again. It's just obvious half as good as you were.
Only time will tell. But I doubt.
You cocky idiot. That was a magnificent performance. I like you. I think we will get along just fine.
Yeah, I overestimated that. That was piss easy.
You've gained his
I
trust.
think I got the right man now.
What to do
Thank you
with
for
all
your
that
services.
power?
Take the rest of the day off. You deserve it.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor. Thank you, sir.
You impressed me. You really did. Now let's get to work. Some things you should know about me, and this is very much on a need-to-know basis. Amy.
Hang on, so we're gonna save because he's about to yammer for a bit.
Yeah, incognito. So I want you to stay close, but not too close. Especially when we are out in public. If you see a man with a bodyguard, it draws attention. Understood? Yeah, of course you do. Come on, follow me.
You got him, 47. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore. Let's move on to Carl Ingram.
Who should already be dead by this point, honestly. Whatever. Don't worry, nothing bad will happen to him. For about another minute. Fine. Mortal, fine. Just for you, just for you. Interesting. Oh my god. If you saw that, but the man just died. My goodness. Send my regards to the other jackass. Yeah, he obviously hasn't done it on his own because he hasn't. This is the same timeline where we loosened the railing. And did the mission where we got hired for him to take out the reporter. And he still hasn't leaned on the railing, so I'm not sure what to do.
We tolerate. Hey, don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Not as impressed as I thought I would be. Still a good level. Just, I don't know, I guess it's just a bit of a step down from the heights of the end of Hitman 2, you know what I mean? Trying to keep perspective there. What is our next level? Death in the Family. Then Apex Predator, then End of an Era, then Farewell, then Untouchable. Yeah, I think we'll not be greedy. I'd love to keep pushing tonight. But I know dinner's going to be cold soon, and I don't want to, like, get in the middle of a mission. So tomorrow, whenever I actually manage to wake up, we'll go ahead and do Dartmoor, Death in the Family. There we go. You can kind of see my fingers there.